Hello, nerds, and welcome back to our Scotland Happy series. If you missed part one, I'm going to have a link for part one right here if you want to start from it. If not, welcome back. We have a fantastic, tall opening built this game, and the point of this video is to actually expand outside of that opening. We have super tall cities, but we also have multiple trade routes, a few campuses, a variety of districts and great people. Maximum amenities with Temple of Artemis, Coliseum, and a continent split. And then we have also coming up Cahokia Mounds and our golf courses. And these are going to allow us to expand wider while still keeping maximum amenities to be as tall as possible and having a wonderful game. Now, Cahokia Mounds give +3 gold and an amenity and a full housing. They also give food if you build them next to districts and additional housing and amenities as you keep on getting through the civic tree. And then I want to put my golf courses preferably next to my city centers or entertainment complexes. These give +2 amenities. You can only build one per city, but they also give a little bit of gold, culture if next to a city center, and culture if next to an entertainment complex. So for instance, this is technically our best golf course, but a +7 theta square I think is worth more than +1 culture per turn. We can go ahead and put the golf course here at the capital. You can put a Cahokia Mound here between two districts because it would get that +1 food while we put the golf course over here for the +1 culture. And then I just need to make sure that I'm planning these golf courses wherever I can. Every city needs one. I prefer to put them on flat tiles so I can save the hills for mines. And since we got pretty much one of every district so far, now the rest of the game is spamming campuses, commercial hubs, and industrial zones in pretty much every city. I need to focus on engineers and scientists. I also need like 30 air score this era, which is going to be a lot, not going to lie. We'll see what we can do about that. I'm going to put a couple turns into a workshop. We have dams unlocked, so I will be placing a dam here, but right now it's actually a pretty good food tile for us. I will be chopping this to 10 pop and placing a aqueduct here, and we'll build eventually. And this city has one more district slot available, and there's a bunch of things that we could build here, so I think I'm going to go for the +2 campus here. We can chop out this harbor here very quickly, get us access to some air score, and I'm actually going to queue that straight into a mausoleum. Tech-wise, I'm going to start going for military tactics, and I do want to start queuing up for a Renaissance-era war. There's a couple reasons why I like the Renaissance-era war. Musketmen are very, very strong, and the AI tend to take a while to get to them, compared to man-at-arms and crossbows, which the AI almost always rush. And if you want to attack someone, it really helps to have a tech advantage. And in the Renaissance era is when you really have a lot of tech boosts that are for having and using a military. Like if I have 2 trebuchets, I'm not just going to use these on barbs. I'm going to attack a city, and that's either a civ or a city-state. This also lines up really well with mercenaries, so that the minute you unlock things like muskets, you can upgrade them for really cheap and go attack someone and really make use of that tech lead that you have gotten up to this point. How are you doing, Arabia's? Yeah, Arabia's getting wrecked over here. I'm going to keep on exploring. We are kind of slow building Kilwa. A engineer like Isidore could really help speed this up. I'll be focusing on food and production in this city to get the mausoleum nice and quick. We're actually doing just fine on housing and amenities. So I realize we don't need to be running Republican Legacy. What we can do instead is that I'm going to run Gothic architecture for us to get our wonders faster, but also I need to get the colonization card in. Before I plug it in, I'm going to get one more builder out by selling some more resources and some Diplo favor. I have a builder in the Liang city, so it has +6 charges. And then we can take these cards out. Colonization and Gothic architecture. I could actually spend a little bit of time chopping out settlers. So for instance, in this city, Cullen could chop out a settler for over here. Boston can chop out a settler up here. Edinburgh could chop out a settler up here. And we could totally hard build a settler in the capital. I'm going to go up to diplomatic service because this is actually a really big power spike for us in Visselbenken. We have another governor title, so I'm going to go ahead and grab Victor, thrown up here in Boston, in case any war shenanigans happens with America. Also, we can buy units out of this city. I'm going to quickly get those settlers out. I'm actually going to chop here to get this settler done nice and fast. Roxenberg actually needs these wood tiles, so I'm going to just lumber mill them so we have some productive tiles. And we're actually Suzerain of Cahokia now, which is awesome. So I can start getting Cahokia Mounds down. And Boston here is also going to chop out a settler. Now, I do still want to get Ibn if I can. So the Pangala City might focus on a couple of projects. This is just the perfect game for Ibn, who's the happiness scientist. So I need to prioritize getting it. Let's get this project. After Ibn, it could be another really useful scientist like Isaac Newton. Hopefully it's not, and we can get Ibn and Isaac. But like, this is a happy game. It wouldn't feel right if we didn't get Ibn. Keep chopping settlers. And I will buy this tile so I can start chopping for the Maz. This builder can also go ahead and get us some cocoa mounds. This is a really good tile improvement for Scotland. Go from mass production to get our shipyards up and going on the way up to industrialization. And we have Marco Polo. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and spend this guy, get a free trade route immediately, and I can keep on trading with some of our allies. Speaking of, Maya wants to be friends as well, so might as well grab that. Though I do want to start stacking these trade routes in our Pangala City to get that food and production going once we get Visselbank in. Looks like there's Oracle. We have a promotion on this guy. I'm actually going to try to get up to ambush with these guys for a later Highlander push. Maybe? But we'll see about that. That could be a golf course. This could be the Kokia Mound. Just a good use of these open tiles. We do have another district slot in Cullen, so I do have to remember that. I need to finish this settler out quickly. And you'll see the nice thing here is because we went for the tall opening, the cost of our settlers is still low. So we can chop them out really fast here. 4 settlers out with basically 1 policy switch. All right, let's keep on trading with the Congo here. 3 science per turn from our research alliance is very useful. That essentially means our commercial hubs, which are giving us science off the adjacency, giving us access to a trade route, and then the trade routes themselves are giving additional science, means going commercial hubs before campuses has been incredibly efficient for a science game like this. Oh, this city's actually starting to starve because I took all of the food tiles away. So I need to give this tile back. This city just needs a granary. It'll get housing and it will stabilize its food growth. We're still on the lookout for more scientific and production city-states. Those are going to be the most important for us, in addition to the 2 gold city-states. And there it is. We're in the Renaissance era because we hit mass production. I need to get industrialization, but I also want to boost cartography. So I need to get this settle prioritized. There's a bunch of I'm not going in there. I'm getting a guy scout out of there. I want to keep my scouts alive, thank you. I'm going to go quickly check out the rest of his coastline. Yeah, it looks like he doesn't have any coast. He's not going for Kilwa. Kilwa being built by us should be awesome. I'll buy that tile to chop next turn. We'll chop out the rest of these settlers here real quick. Get some production to the Maz, almost built. And I'm actually going to move my military over to Aberdeen. I need to start preparing them for a little bit of war stuff sometime. I also really could use a boat. That'd be good for air score. +3. The first to roam the seas? Hello? Okay, I'm the first boat in the world. Yeah, no one's on the coast this game. It is Pangea, but that's just funny. About to finish our workshop. Starting to scale on engineer points, which is huge. We'll be the first one to get an engineer. And I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of time to also prioritize another campus project, because we want to get to Ibn. We made 48 scientist points that turn, but Congo is still beating us. Hopefully we can beat them. Let's see. Chop out that settler. And then soon we'll get right back to builder stuff. Major flood down there. Yeah, her cities are so weak. So we just got a really powerful card here with access to Visselbank, and this gives food and production on our trade routes to our allies, which is absolutely huge for us. I just hate the fact that golf courses is here. Theocracy is a religious civic, and the fact that golf courses, it literally says right here that the golf managed to survive and thrive despite various attempts at banning the sport, such as from the King James and even the Scottish Church. Like, it survived theocracy, so why is it unlocked by theocracy? Like, it should be somewhere else, but you know, it is what it is. I really want to go for Merchant Republic this game. The fact that we have to unlock all 3 of these different governments is kind of hurts, but the 10% gold in cities with governors, 15% production church districts, that works really well when it comes to science games. Just gold is useful for buying builders and anything that you need, and the production towards that spaceport at the end game feels really good. But we might stay in monarchy for a while to keep generating envoy points, which, by the way, I can grab a quick Susan of Lahore. And as long as there's easy Suzes, like Armagh, I might as well grab them. Not that I need their suzerain bonus, and I need to also hold on to envoys for things like if we find more appropriate city-states, like production and science. But for now, that should do. Tech-wise, I really want to get to gunpowder so we can start going to war here. The 28 strength cities are very weak. So I won't want to buy things like the armory, but that's also pretty dang expensive, especially when you're working on Kilwa. I need the builder card in. I'll run this how it is for just a little bit. I want to grab printing here. Shaka's having a great game this game, but Cairo might flip back. We got a great person. This is actually Bai Sheng. Fantastic. It gives us additional district slots. Chop out this last settler, go up here. One more settler in 2 turns, and then we should have all of the cities that we're going to need this game. I just want to grab Ibn, and I want to go to war. There it is. Mexico City, another production city-state. Having 2 production city-states will be huge for scaling the production of our empire with Kilwa, and I'm very happy about that. I'm going to go ahead and buy a barracks in this city. It actually gives a little bit of production, +1 production towards Kilwa, but also will help me buy an armory to boost gunpowder soon. But we won't use Bai Sheng yet. I'm going to wait for the mausoleum to be finished, which is in 8 turns. I'm going to go ahead and get another harbor here, as well as some more builders, so I can sell away some luxuries, some resources as well, and some diplo favor, because these builders are incredibly important for us right now to get these cities up and running. Keep on sacking trade routes in the Bengala city, and we'll start getting Kokia mounds. Oh, a volcano went off on my swordsman. Glad he's still alive. Jeez, okay. And the air is flipping already. Okay. We have 10 turns to get 17 arrow score. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the golf course will be some. Levy and Kokia will be some. Oh gosh, this is gonna be tricky. Let's go up to cartography because I'm about to chop out this harbor. And we have not built a theater square yet, and they're discounted, and this is +7, so I'm definitely taking that. That's amazing. Keep selling our cities. Buy another builder in Colin. I also do want to lock in this aqueduct. There's a lot that this city is working on, as well as this industrial zone, which needs to be here to boost the capital. And I get access to these 2 luxuries here. Ooh, and a natural wonders here. We'll get a scientist here soon. I only have 3 turns left, but we are finishing a project, so we should be able to... Well, we might lose Ibn. So let's quickly try to get him. Looks like Isidore is the next engineer. This could be key to getting us the Golden Age, because you get arrow score from getting the Great Engineer and for building the wonders. So I need to save up gold for that. And actually, I'm going to do everything I can to get Isidore as soon as possible, even selling stuff to the Dutch. I could even afford to sell away my excess luxuries, because again, we have so many amenities. The AI are going to vote down a luxury resource here, and I don't want them to vote down a luxury that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and try to look at who is the most hated civ in the game. Normally the AI will vote down a luxury that they have, and it looks like people hate the Dutch and Shaka. So I'm going to see what resources they have, and it looks like truffles the Shaka has, and I don't. So I'm going to vote that down and hope it works. And I'm going to vote up melee units to do more strength so that we can go ahead and go for a war here soon. Yep, melee units and no truffles. Awesome. So our amenities are not affected by that resolution. And what happened with scientists? I could faith buy and then try to gold buy Isidore to try to get both of them. Or this product might actually be able to give it to us. I'm going to settle here and try to improve the spices here. Add another luxury to sell. Chop out this harbor. The capital needs to work on our second workshop so that we can boost industrialization. This city will go straight for a commercial hub, and this city will go settle our tea for another luxury. Really need Isidore as soon as I can get him, and I will sell away one of my luxuries for it. That actually did lower our amenities, so I'm actually going to rebuy wine to get that luxury back up. Found another natural wonder. Gold buying Isidore will be really important for us. Medieval era ends soon. Cairo is rebelling. Yeah, Arabia is about to get oofed here pretty quickly. Yeah, I don't think this product finishes on time. I think the AI takes Ibn. So I'm gonna go ahead and faith buy Ibn so we can get a bunch of happiness. And Newton's next. Shoot. No, they're gonna get Newton. I don't even have a choice. There's 2 civs about to get him this turn. Dang it. Okay. I mean, that was a choice. I think Newton is generally better, but because Ibn is he's a happiness or he's the happiness scientist, I want to kind of showcase him in a good happy game, and this is like the ideal situation. So, and we're gonna settle for some tea here. Oh, apparently it's too close to them. Oh well. But we already secured a normal age. I get my market online, and we do have actually some decent campuses over here. I will need builders, but again, I need a gold by Isidore. I need another like 30 gold. So let me sell off this tea I just got, and there we go. We can gold buy Isidore. That's 3 error score, because if you recruit a great person when you have less than half the amount of points you need for them by either gold or faith, that is 3 error score instead of 1 when you just grab 1 normally. I need another 11 error score. That might be possible. Might. So just work on your monument for now to grow your borders. Moz will be done in 5. And Newton's gone. Wah, wah, wah. That's okay. I really needed Newton in this game because we don't have any scientific city-states. But again, it is what it is. I got a little greedy there. I guess you could say. We'll get an industrial zone and our aqueduct done. Chop out this harbor, finishing cartography. And we're on our way up to industrialization. Get our lighthouses done. Keep my cities back to happy. Isidore is going to come down here for the wonders as well. I'm going to place another theta square here as well. Those 2 theta squares are going to be the core of our culture and in the center of our empire. We also have Casa unlocked. There's a bunch of things I want to do right now. I'm going to get Isidore up to Kilwa. Get some production here. Petra is available. Oh, baby. Pyramids is gone, though. So I'm actually going to go ahead and scoot our city over 1 tile. That'll actually preserve this hill. It'll give us 1 era score for settling on the desert. And actually, instead of building a commercial hub, we're going to go for a harbor in this city. Because we might as well go for a +2. That's also a Huey. Hang on. Ooh. Huey Petra City? We'll see. Let's get our monument in this city. Theocracy next turn. Love to get some golf courses. They say I settle too close. Apologies. I'm not going to settle any more cities, so I'm actually okay with that. Here's the government unlocked. I'm not going for theocracy. I'm just going here for the golf courses. Hilarious. And with the medieval era ending, I'm actually going to take out town charters, keep Serfdom, Republican Legacy, and then run our Gothic Architecture card. I also want to run Feudal Contract for some military units here soon, and Industrial Zone bonuses will keep. The Maz will be finished in 2 turns. I can pop 1 of these engineer charges for now to get Kilwa done on time. Oh, baby. Both these will be done on time. 8 error score right here. Oh my god, we could actually get a golden age. This is huge. Oh, and then we have a golf course. Yes! Yes! So all I have to do is get a builder in the capital, get a golf course down, and we'll be great. Getting a golden age. Now I'll be coming up here to mercenaries. So I really want that military. So I'm going to build another crossbow. Oh, the theater square as well. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, we're going to overshoot error score. We have more than enough. This is why I often tell players, if you think you can't make it to a golden age, stop. Take some time to think about it. There is more going on in your games than you think. If it says you need 30 error score for a golden age and you might go into a dark, as long as you settled for good food and production, you have a variety of district types, lots of different types of great people, you can kind of figure out the puzzle. We'll grab another merchant here. That's another, oh my goodness. There's so much error score here. So I'm gonna save the golf course. Ibn's gonna come up here to Aberdeen. I'm putting in Aberdeen because Ibn gets an additional amenity, and Aberdeen could actually use the little bit of overhead and the extra housing. It also increases your non-food yield benefits of happiness by 40%. Now, what does that mean? So if we go to our cities, you can see all of our cities are getting a 20% boost to their yields from happiness. But because we just popped Ibn, you can see 24% boost. So that's what that 40% means. 40% is not a 40% boost to your yields in addition to the 20% boost. What it means is 40% increase of the amenity buff, which is 10 and 20%. If you're doing the math, you'll notice 4% is not 40% of 20. This should be 28%. That's because Ibn is actually bugged. Unfortunately, Ibn was coded to give 40% boost to your yields from happiness back when amenities only gave 5 and 10% respectively. When they buffed amenities, they didn't actually update Ibn's code. So instead of giving us the proper 40% boost to our yields here, we're only getting a 20% boost. And this is our maximum potential right now. We have 11 ecstatic cities, and this scientist is giving us additional 4% boost. Now that means amenities are giving me 20% growth, 24% culture, faith, and gold, and 34% science and production. So it's still nice, and maybe we can get a super high production number by the end of the game. I'm glad that we have him. I'm bummed that we miss Isaac because I can only find one scientific city state so far, but I'm happy that we have like the perfect Ibn game. 4 turns on the era. Grab another governor title. So I'm gonna grab an Amani so we have all of the governors and put her actually in our own city. We won't get the free envoys to a city-state, but we get the audience chamber boost to another city. And you can see here we only need 4 more era score. So I'm actually gonna delay Kilwa till the next era, and as well as our golf course. I will continue to be building our monuments to get our culture up. As a general rule of thumb, I like building my monuments after your first district. I delayed them a bit because of the culture from our Pantheon, but I need to get them now. I will be using Isidore and Forbidden City though, so it's probably gonna have to go right here. The extra wildcard policy slot is just so big. I'm also gonna start trading with the Aztecs here to boost our culture up a little bit more. There's the vast tomb of the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. Fantastic. Double engineer charges. Hard built this game with some chops. And that even secures our golden age. 11 ecstatic cities with a golden age coming up with room to spare as well. That's massive. Also gonna go ahead and buy this armory, boost gunpowder. I'm gonna delay Kilwa here so it's built in the next era. And we're actually gonna go ahead and place Forbidden in this city. And then this city is gonna be doing double wonders at the same time. That's hilarious. Now that we have a trading post in this city, I'm gonna actually extend this trade route, and you actually get extra gold from going through that trading post that we made. And our game is really rolling. Shop out that commercial hub. I wanna boost mercenaries here. So I'm actually gonna do humanism. And the capital needs to get us a spy for this war. I'm gonna buy that really productive tile here. I'll put another charge with Isidore, try to rush out Forbidden. And there we go. We're gonna go ahead and go for Kilwa, finish up the top of the era, and get our scout back. We have another tech boost. We have a bunch of crossbows. I need 1 more military unit. So I didn't. Oh, I can just actually build some warriors really fast. That's huge. Bai Sheng is here. We can use him to get extra district slots as well in the Pingala city to generate more great people in this fantastic city of ours. Ideally, we look for the great people generation districts, things like theater squares. Though I will need more encampments to get some production for space race projects later with integrated space cell card, as well as get some military out of here. And at the top of the era, getting a golden age 3 times in a row, as well as a Kilwa Kisawani. This game is about to scale completely out of control. We're about to do a little bit of warfare to boost through some of the later stuff. All right, in the top layer, we're gonna go ahead and take our dedication here. I'm gonna go for reform the coinage. This gives international trade routes +3 gold per specialty district in a foreign city. If we're trading with a city like the Congo have here, that have 1, 2, 3 specialty districts in that city, that trade route now gets an additional 9 gold per turn. You can see that increases by a substantial margin. So we're gonna go ahead and take this, reform the coinage, 231 gold, up to 267. That is a good amount, to say the least. I also see that Emotep is here, so I'm gonna grab Emotep real fast. Yes! Emotep will be fantastic to build us a couple of classical wonders that are still available, like Colossus and Petra? Pog, yes! And Emotep has an extra charge because of the mausoleum here. Now I want to go through and make sure all of my cities have a golf course and a Kokia mound to totally max out our amenities. Now you'll see over here at our city at Roxenberg, we can actually go ahead and finish the Forbidden City. I want to prioritize that. This wonder does go relatively quickly, but because Koa's in this city, we have 15% modifier towards wonders, buildings, and districts because we have 1 industrial city-state that we're Susan of. I can, of course, get 2 now. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the time to plug in Diplomatic League. I'm actually gonna take Gothic Architecture out for this. I need to keep Republican Legacy in because we have a bunch of cities at 5 amenities. And then I'm also gonna run Veterancy here really quickly so I can build our encampments real fast. And we're gonna go ahead and send 1 to double the envoys here. Get all the way up to 5 envoys at Mexico City. And hopefully we can get a bombard. Interesting. We have a bunch of city-states that want military units, privateers, muskets, coursers, bombards. Well, those are all things I could do. I'm actually gonna send Emotep over to Dundee. And we can actually sail the oceans now, if I could get out of here. And the city of Sterling has a lot of districts to build. But we're gonna go ahead and use Baisheng in this city as well. It does need a commercial hub in here. And looking at the wonders placements we have here, Casa would be a fantastic for this game, but I need to build Ruhr Valley, Oxford University, and Casa in the city. I don't know if I can. What I could do instead is just throw a commercial hub here, +3, keep this Temple of Artemis deer around, which is about to get additional food and production from mercantilism, and just call it a day. And I can use that tile for a Casa later if it's really still available, but I'm gonna go ahead and lock in this commercial hub here. And we have another envoy. Let's go ahead, immediately grab Mexico City, giving me 2 production city-states on our end, giving this city up to a 30% production modifier to wonders, and 15% production to districts, wonders, and buildings across our entire empire. That's why Kilwa is so good. That is huge for us right now. And just in time, we're gonna go ahead and finally get our golf courses. Beautiful. Truly, this golf course represents our civilization's spirit and defines the landscape of our empire. Truly. And it's not a bad tile to work. A little bit of culture, a little bit of gold. Better than unimproved tiles, right? But the real power here is the 12 amenities we have in this city. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm also going to try to get Cahokia back. I really need to get Hattusa soon. But if I can get Susan of Bandit Brunei and Cahokia, that's going to be a huge gold income increase as well. I'm going to quickly buy a builder in this city. We really need a builder here. 15 pop city and industrialization, giving huge production on our mine tiles, which I need to get more of those. I'm going to quickly grab gunpowder. 2 turns with humanism just in time for us to upgrade a bunch of units. And then Sterling is going to go ahead and quickly build us a factory. Factories will give AoE production to all cities within 6 tiles. For a range of 6, that means that this industrial zone will hit 4 cities, while this industrial zone here will actually hit 6. Now, because we have Mexico City, this increases the regional effects of your industrial zones, meaning that these aren't 6 tile factories. These are 9 tile factories hitting a range, a super wide radius, giving 3 production. No, 3 + 2 + 2, 7 production to all the cities in our empire. So getting the factories online is massive for us. We also have our first spy. So I'm going to send this over to the last Dutch city over at Rotterdam because I want to attack the Dutch here soon. I also need to get the factory so I can unlock Ruhr Valley here. Get a nice 4 production tile here. That's going to really help that city along. And then I need to just prioritize a whole bunch of builders all over my empire right now. And get another campus here. And a campus down here. At Romania, no wonder Shaka's having a good game.
Man is a military animal.
We've unlocked gunpowder. We got humanism. We have a policy switch, meaning I can now go ahead, plug in professional army, as well as retinues. We can also take the Diplomatic League and plug in Gothic architecture for some wonders with Emotep, and we'll confirm. That means I can now go ahead, upgrade to gunpowder, giving me another envoy with Cahokia as well. Really holding on to them. Upgrade a knight, upgrade a crossbow, and even upgrade this little scouty boy. Ready for a quick, cheeky war. I'm also going to go ahead and quickly drop the Colossus here. This is a classical era wonder, and Emotep gives up to 350 production towards classical era wonders. It is 400 total, but with the policy card, you can one turn it. Fantastic. Free traders, free money? Fantastic. Of course, stacking that into Sterling so we can go ahead and start getting the wonders ready. And tech-wise, I want to unlock Astronomy because we also, Patala Palace is another key wonder for us to get. Just more policy cards is always better. We'll finish the shipyard. And I'll sell away a couple of luxuries here. We can even buy luxuries again. So I'm going to sell my tea. And then because we lost one city, we're going to rebuy first for 9 gold. AI, what are you doing? I would also love to have a courser for an envoy with Lahore. Why not? Ooh. You know what? We can even levy Cahokia for a little bit of an extra unit here. Trade up here with the Aztecs for some culture. Send Emotep over here for Petra. They don't have any walls down here. There's the pyramids. Gee, Shaka. Come on, you're taking my things. Here are a golf course right next to a Cahokia mound. 3 amenities right here. Beautiful. So Edinburgh. I do need to go ahead and try to prioritize buying the consulate. I do need to increase my influence points. This will also give production to this city. You can see we'll get production to the consulate and the factory. And since this building has both of those, it does increase the production as well as gold, science, and faith right now. No, we lost Forbidden. Ah, that's why I was trying to prioritize it. Well, we definitely needed to get the Patala instead. How much production did we salvage? 300. Okay, yeah, we're gonna transition that into the Patala here now. I'll put this right here on this mine tile. I'm gonna quickly buy a builder to improve another really nice mine over here. We will go ahead and get started on Ruhr Valley. It's a huge priority for us. And then I also need to get Petra. Boop.
Petra.
All right, we lost some wonders. You get some back. It's okay. Everything all levels out by the end here. Kabul's in the game. Oh, see, there's more city-states this way. I need the scientific city-state. You can't golf in the desert? No. No, come on. All right, Koki him out instead. That's good, right? And then I'm gonna use Emotep to help Ruhr Valley along. I'm gonna go straight for civil engineering so that I can go get the extra builder card. And we have another merchant here, Ibn. Repair capacity by 1, trade routes to city-states give you faith. That merchant doesn't sound too helpful though. Not for the build that we have right now. And I'd rather go for the merchants that give me envoys here. So we're gonna pass. And start cranking out a bunch of builders. And we're queuing up this military to get ready next turn. We're gonna put craftsmen back in for industrial zone adjacency, as well as raid. So we're about to have a lot of fun here. And I do need a little bit more science. We're gonna plug in a natural philosophy. Oh, actually no, trade confederation is just better here. And now with my military fully upgraded with 30 combat strength stronger than the Dutch. Plenty of raiding ready, and a special little trick here with a quick war of liberation possibility. I'm gonna leave you guys to the next video because that's gonna be a whole lot of fun. If you made it to this point in the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next part because this gets absolutely insane. Thanks for being here. Feel free to leave a post to the Gossip Algorithms, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, nerds.